And they actually, we have two graduates in this congregation, Paul and Pat in Monado, and they are actually teaching a curriculum, what we call a Saturday school curriculum right now in the congregation. And they're the first congregation to do this, and because they want it. It's the highest education index in Indonesia, and it doesn't surprise me that the province of North Sulawesi has that, because they have fewer Muslims. And where the culture of Islam is, although they're not like many Muslims that we hear about in the news, there is still a certain aspect of that culture that stifles women, it stifles education, and it causes a lot of problems. Indonesia's different. They have a higher level of that, but it's still not good. But Manado has the highest. There are a number of universities there. Most of the members of the church, or many of the members of the church, have degrees from the university. We have 3 PhDs in that congregation, several master's degrees. 3 or 4 members of that congregation, 3 brothers and a sister, have a cousin. He is the governor of the state. He's not a member of the church, but he certainly knows about the church. And these are older folks. They have their grandparents themselves. And so this is a good place. One of the 3 brothers was just elected last month in the national elections to the parliament in Jakarta. He is a member of the Palm Park congregation. And so we're happy for that. They want buildings for religious purposes. And you'll see a few pictures in a moment. They want religious icons and things of this nature. So because of that, and of course they need the gospel, because we look at that as idolatry in so many ways. I was there just the weekend after Easter last month, and so the picture that you'll see is the residue of how the Manado city, the city of Manado, celebrated Easter. But the local congregation has a strong faith. They love the scriptures. They like the school. They like what we're doing, and they have 2 graduates as the preachers, and they support them fully. The good area for the country for recruitment, and I'll explain that in just about 2 minutes. And then the property, we have purchased property. The Paul Pot congregation has helped us find property. We purchased it, and we are about to try to build a wall, because we'll have to have a wall. The wall will be up to about where that line is there on the window, and then above that, about that high, will be barbed wire. And it'll be like a prison, but that's how they do things in Indonesia. And so we're trying to build a wall now, except leave the gate, leave it wide open so that we can start building next year, if we can, if we're able to raise the money for this. These are just some of the pictures of buildings, church buildings, in Manado and outside of Manado, and I could have put many, many more. And this, if you go right down, this is an entrance, and of course this is a celebration for Easter, but if you go right down 2 houses this way and turn left through the yard, you come to our property right here. And so this community is celebrating Easter, of course, and like I say, they're Protestants, and they need the gospel, but that's how they do things. And these are just murals that we saw on the walls. I took pictures of it as I was riding along, going from one place to the other. And this would not happen in Lampung. It would not happen in most provinces in Indonesia to have things like this displayed. And this is a statue, and it is of Jesus, supposedly, and it is almost 3 stories tall. It is huge. And of course, this is on the outskirts of Manado. But just Manado is a busy place. They don't observe traffic lines, as you can see. That's 2-way traffic, but they don't care about that. And anyway, this property that we purchased is this shape here. And our school building is a 2-story building. We have designed it already. We're still waiting for the estimates. They should come this week so that I can inform brethren about it. We already have the general idea of what it will cost to build the buildings. And so what we wanted to do is move from southern Sumatra, 2/3 or 3/4 of the way to here, to Manado. This, you see the equator running right here, And we're 7 degrees south of the equator, 1 degree north of the equator, and the Philippines is right here. And so we have congregations, if you recall, over here. We have about 20 congregations in this area. We have a number of graduates in this area right here. We'll be drawing from them as well as drawing from graduates in the other place. And the thing about it is, Fred, and if we can move there in the next 25 years, this will look like this and more. And we'll be drawing from this side as well. Certainly we hope to do that. And we need help. We need help from everyone. We need help to make this happen because this will help us ensure the longevity of this school for years to come. And we hope that we can. Now the plan is for the next 10 months, and I'm just starting, this is my second Sunday to have appointments, getting in front of brethren, plead for help. We have estimated with building the 3 buildings, and Brother Lewis and I were talking last night, we think it'll run anywhere from $21 to $25 a square foot. What does it run building here? 150? About $150 per square foot. And so, but we want to build the buildings large enough to accommodate the school for years to come. So we're building some extra building, and so we're looking at probably $350,000 to $360,000 for the buildings. Then we have to move 3 families and everything they possess. Then we have to move a school that has a library the size you saw. They have to get them, but they have to basically move twice because we have to move everything to Jakarta, which is on another island. And then we have to move everything from Jakarta to Manado. And so that's not going to be achieved. We have to move, every staff member has an automobile. We have to move so many things. So we have estimated at this moment that my task is to raise $450,000 for this project. And I plan, if I can do this in the next 10 months or so, that is our timeline at the moment. It's flexible. Then I will move back to Indonesia for 2 years. What we want to do is allow the school to continue uninterrupted. I will go to Manado, help those brethren will help me build these buildings. And then we'll take a month off and move everybody to Manado. The staff, if I get back up here, these are dormitory. This is a men's dormitory. The men will be here. They live in one great big room. The girls will have petitions, but these parts right here are apartments. And our staff, 2 of our families will live there. 2 of them, John and Timbo, and their wives and children will live with them and be with house parents. And Alex and Rita, the director, his wife, their children are gone now. We'll rent them something until we can get something for them and they can make that move permanently. But that's our plan. And we need help. And it's a little scary, but it's a big challenge. And I would like to say that this booklet right here, if you would like to pick one up, I have a number of them here. I have more in the truck if we need them. If you pick one up, it has a lot of the pictures you've already seen, and it has some explanation in there. It has an announcement from our elders, the Bryan College Station congregation in College Station, Texas, and about our need for $450,000. And of course, I will be sending out more and more information about the estimations and the financials as we're able to build them, hopefully before the middle of or the end of June. I will also say that everyone who writes their email address on that clipboard, I will send this to you by attachment when I put you in the email group. And that way I'll know that you have it by attachment. Maybe you know a congregation that that might be interested in letting me do what I'm doing here. And based upon what you know from this, maybe you can help me contact them and help me get in front of these women. Maybe you know an individual who supports things like this from time to time. Perhaps you can take this booklet to them or send them the email. Help if you can help. It would be great. continue to support this work. But brethren, they're doing it. They're doing it, and I believe in a good way. I appreciate you so much for all that you do. Thank you. Can I just pull you out? If you have any questions, feel free to ask me anytime about any of this stuff. Lewis grilled me last night and this morning a lot. So, thank you for this. Bring back memories.
Oh, I love that tie.
You keeping it on Tuesday? We're not rolling? Keeping it on Tuesday? Not sitting in that back garden here rolling?
How you doing?
Doing great.
Good to see you. Hey, Jules. How y'all doing?
Hey,
All right. Good to see you. In this area?
No,
You been here
sir.
before? Or?
No, sir. We're here with that guy.
You with that guy?
You know where
We're actually
Okay.
You were in Savannah? Or? Okay. Good night, man. 100 degrees. Terrible weather.
very good there.
sorry, it wasn't long. You was a baby. Go sit down. I mean, I'm going this way. Going that way?
Announcements that we need to go over. So Jeff Cower has our singing this morning, and the first number is 45. There are books, or you can look at the screen that's behind you. It'll be there. Opening prayers, Brother Stephen Morris, and our closing prayer, Brother Jim Cordova. Scripture reader this morning is Lance Miracle. It's Matthew 5, 13 through 16. It's Matthew 5, 13 through 16. I'd like to say I appreciate Brother Eddie lining up the scripture readings for us. Sometimes I think we take that job for granted, but somebody has to schedule all those things, and he does a good job doing it. Pick up cards this morning. Jackson will get them on this side and Jacob on this side. Appreciate their work. Let's not forget that this evening at 5 o'clock, there's a Vacation Bible School meeting at 5 o'clock. Be sure to be here for that. If you're teaching, or if you want to help in any way, please be here. There's always something that can be done at Vacation Bible School. That begins June the 2nd. That's Sunday through Thursday. It'll be 7 o'clock nightly. And there's a sign-up sheet in the back for refreshments. We need more people to sign up. Please. If you have any questions about that, see Sister Angie Howard. Operation Compassion, this is the work that we started back again doing, and we encourage the children to bring change, their cans in the classrooms for them to put their change in there. Dollar bills, 20s and 50s work just as well. Put some of those in there. This is to help with the widows in India, with the goats, and there's a flyer out before if you'd like more information on that. There's a sign-up sheet also in the foyer for teachers for the next 4 quarters. Please go ahead and sign those up so we have that taken care of. Our monthly singing class will be tonight, followed by a fellowship meal. Again, our singing class starts at 10 after 6, and our fellowship meal will follow. And for the class that begins at 6, please work on your cards. Upcoming surgeries, Mark Nelson will have back surgery on June the 29th. Remember him in our prayers. Sherilyn Robertson, this is Robin's mom, will be having surgery for the cancer that she has on her tongue on June the 4th. And Robin will be traveling with her to Houston as they get that surgery done. Graduate again, Jordan Miracle, Chase Quinlan, and Michael Freedman, graduating from high school. And Michael is going to Kennesaw State University, or he's been accepted there, and Chase Quinlan has been accepted to Georgia Southern University. And I believe Jordan's going to Savannah Tech. So we want to congratulate them, let them know we're proud of them. Today, we have a missionary reporting, Brother Barry Hatcher. We're not here for the class hour. You missed a great presentation about the work we've been helping for around 20 years. He told us today of a great need they have. They're being, I won't say forced at this time, but close to it, to move the school that they've worked to build and plant there. It's done a great work. They're being forced to move it to a new location. It's going to cost over $400,000 to do that. And we're one of the supporters. I hope we'll look into helping them with that. But he is here today to report with Barry and Sister Melanie. We've known him for years. I knew him through Memphis, of course, to start with, and then got down here, and Brother Lewis told me that somebody wanted to come and speak to us, and his name was Barry Hatcher. That name sounded familiar, and didn't realize Barry had lived in the Savannah area for some time when he was younger, and Brother Lewis and Sister Gladys knew him, and several other members, so it was good to have him come and report to us, and the congregation decided to help in that work.